Hi Leo, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Leo, this is your reading for the upcoming 2 weeks, starting today on the 18th of February, going till the 2nd of March. It's unbelievable that we're already in March. I've asked for the highest, most inspirational, most uplifting, most beneficial guidance that you can receive at this moment in time. And I'm going to start to shuffle and have 3 cards come out. And somebody said, please don't shuffle so close to the microphone. It's so freaking windy here. I don't know if the microphone picks that up. If you wonder what that sound is. I do want to apologize for the I know that the lighting here is not the very best. And it causes these waves in the camera. So I've moved around the microphones. I hope that it's like you hear my voice, but I like shuffled down below and I had it directed more towards me, so I hope this is better. Okay, Leo. We have a new moon on the 23rd. I don't know why, maybe there's a point to it. I always find that the number 23, it just follows the Leo around, the number 23. And so on the 23rd, we have the new moon. But what I feel and what I've said to the other zodiac signs is that I feel like there's a strong wrapping up, a strong like coming to a final close. I know like astrologically, I don't know where the planets are, I'm not pretend to know. I just know that the Pisces sign, Pisces season that we just entered is the last sign of the zodiac, like the whole circle of the zodiac signs. And then we start over in Aries. And I almost feel like then obviously my energy and the planets and the astrology sort of makes sense right now, because it is all about like coming to an end. It's all about resurfacing and sort of look at what you don't want anymore and sort of let go of that. That makes sense. But I strongly feel that. I strongly feel more so now that we're wrapping up things, coming into something new, than I did like 2019 coming into 2020, if that makes sense. And maybe some of you guys resonate with that. Okay. We want 3 cards to pop out or more to tell you a beautiful story for the upcoming 2 weeks. And for some reason, Cancer wanted to come together with a group of, so I usually do Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. And then Cancer, Leo, Virgo. And for some reason, Cancer wanted to like be in the group of Aries, Taurus, Gemini, which opened up space. It's like it's only you guys today, like Leo and Virgo. And there's some similarities I already feel. I haven't done yours and I haven't done Virgo. But there's something in the energy that feels very similar. Similar? So maybe, even though I don't know at all what the Virgo reading is going to be about, you might want to check it out. That it's just something I feel. If it doesn't resonate, just leave it. Sometimes it takes a while for the cards to pop out. Try to be patient. In this fast-moving stream, fast-moving quick fix energy that we're in. I have to say that I've received so many beautiful comments lately, so many beautiful comments, and I'm sorry I don't have time to answer them all, but I try to read them all. And it's really gorgeous. The community that is starting to form, yeah, I love it. Now I'm getting a bit impatient. Okay, I'm not, it's fine. Whenever they want to come out. So sometimes it is to just organize certain cards for them to come out in a certain order, for, you know, the cards to be exactly the cards that it is and so forth. But sometimes I feel like it's a message just in the shuffling itself. So maybe there's something that you're waiting on, or waiting on yourself, that you want to come out. You want it to get ready. You want it to be done. And you've been waiting for a while, and it feels like it sure is taking its time. But let's just see what comes out after this wait, after this being patient period. By the way, I'm using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. I love these cards. I've been using them for years and years. And I was just going to say that one card is here. My dog has chewed on, my Hercules dog, Dalmatian, who's no longer with us. And then that card popped out. It actually has popped out for 2 other signs as a major card, like the first basic card. So I know Aries got it. And who else? Gemini? Maybe Gemini. So maybe you want to check out Aries, maybe you want to check out Gemini, and maybe you want to check out Virgo. It's like a whole... And they're quite similar. Let's see what we find for you here. There you go. They are very alike, it's almost like the same card twice. Just 7 minutes, my God. So, if you've been feeling impatient, if you've been feeling like the thing that you want manifest, the thing that you're trying to shift in your life, it's just taking forever, just be patient, because you see eventually it all comes out. Eventually it all comes out. You just do you, be more grounded, be more centered. Listen to the signs, listen to the synchronicities. It's closed now. I feel like it's closed. So many, so take that to heart as well as a guidance. It's so many cards that has potential. There's so many cards that has potential. There's so many things in your life that has potential. It's just that it's like the final touches are being laid. And I feel also that you're still deciding something. You're deciding on something, like whether, yeah. So let's look at this. Beautiful. It's 2 number 9s. 2 number 9s on the table. Wow. And the wind stands for change. So we have number 8, number 9, and number 9. So it's a process. It's a beautiful process, a beautiful progress that's going on in your life. Just let me feel into this a bit. Yeah, with the first card, number 8. So we have the power number 8. It's all about infinity. It's all about eternity. I love number 8. It says, and the program reverses the cards. I do apologize for that. It says on the bottom, emotional withdrawal. And what I said for Aries and probably Gemini is that I just heard the other day something along the lines of emotional withdrawal. And I was like, oh, that's what that card means. It doesn't mean the interpretation that I sort of have seen in it. It took a different course, a different path. And so now I was like, oh, good. I get to use what it actually stands for. And this is sort of you learning more and more to withdraw from other people's opinions, other people's well-meaning advice, maybe, how you're supposed to live your life, how you're not supposed to live your life, all of that beautiful stuff. It can also be just the most simple comment that somebody, you know, they don't even think that it's going to have a meaning in your life or that it's going to affect you in any way, but it does. But it doesn't. It doesn't all that much anymore. It feels like you're getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And I don't know, Leo, if you had like a couple of days now, if you started off fresh, if you started off like having a really exhilarating moment in time, just coming into 2020, and it feels like all good and you're on the go, it feels like just recently, just for maybe a couple of days, it's been a bit heavier again. And I think due to this heaviness, it's like, and that's the feeling I picked up while I was shuffling, that you probably feel like, can we get on with it already? Can it, like, I felt so close to manifestation. I felt so close to, like, it's like you really are in control over your energy. You're in control over your emotions and over your vibration. And therefore you see things coming to fruition, or you started to see things coming to fruition. And then it was like it came to a halt. And I don't think it's a major thing that happened, or like somebody lost their job or somebody left somebody in the relationship. It could be, but for the majority, I just feel like you had an off day or an off couple of days. It's been really rocky in the energy, and it's been really windy, and it's been a lot of rain. So the outpour of like the weather situation has really, you know, been a bit up and down. And if you're any, you know, which you probably are, anything like probably being an empath, but also being really intuitive and really being able to sense other people's emotions and even the weather. Some people really, really do get affected by how the weather is doing. And if you're in Sweden, it is quite depressing. It's like it has been dark for a quite long time now. But that just means you have to do a greater job at going within, search the sun from within, find the light from within. And so it almost forces you to go within. So I feel like whatever this heavier energy has put you in, what like state of mind it has put you in, it also has led you back to maybe starting to meditate again if you lost that a bit, or do yoga, or get more sleep or more rest, or at least putting yourself on that path again. Okay. And there's something I feel up ahead. You're shifting so much. I can't see like one this is what comes in for you now, or this is what's going to manifest right now. I feel like this is a major shift in your spiritual growth. There's something that is about to click in for you, or open up for you, or just shift, for sure, shift for you spiritually. So you have the number 8, which is infinity, eternity, eternal number. And then, like, look at this card, spiritual strength. And this is what I feel like you're entering into. And I just want to show you, it's somewhat the same. I get the same vibe. When it came out, it was like that. It's like we have purple on the inside, and it's a green border on the outside. And here we have green on the inside, and it's a purple border on the outside. And it's like they're somewhat similar in a way of understanding that healing takes place from the inside out, and healing takes place from the outside in. So it's like everywhere you go right now, everywhere you look right now, I get why that was bothersome for you to just watch that shuffling. Is it ever gonna, you know, be ready? And maybe just to find out that there's not a major thing that you can just say that thing is here right now, but I have the next card out. I just want to, and that it's so interesting because these two cards sort of tell one story, and that's sort of what the shuffling was all about. You know, it took forever. It didn't really take forever. It took 7 minutes altogether for it to be completely done. And if you have 7 minutes in your life, maybe that's cool to see some manifestation. But the overall feeling here is that you have to wait, that you have to be patient. And then I'm going to give you the next card and you'll see how everything just shifts. But for right now, I feel this is more the energy that you're in. This is you withdrawing, it could even be some person coming into your head, not even into your life, not even physically. If they are, then maybe it affects you even more. But something that you're reminded of, that you're thinking about again, that you sort of don't want to think about again. It sort of upsets things. But I feel like you're so much more in you're so aware of it now. It's like you're not falling victim under those thoughts or under somebody else's influence. It's rather, it's happening for you to almost try out how far you've come with not caring, not dive into their energy, not to, just because they said so or just because they think so, because they're not saying anything. You're not getting sucked into it, if that makes sense. You're a freaking spiritual powerhouse. Like, this is the number 9, which for me stands for endings. We're ending something here now. And number 9 also stands for unconditional love. So you're really practicing unconditional love, which means you're practicing probably having somebody in your life or having something in your life not completely being the way you want it to be. If it is how you want it to be, it's easy to practice unconditional love, right? If it's an easygoing person that you're with, somebody who's really easy to love, they're light and fun and easy. It's like, oh, I so can love this person. Yeah, of course you can. And then you have the person who is not, who is doing everything in their power, maybe even to upset you, and still love them and still be unconditional. I feel like that is what you're practicing right now. You're truly practicing that right now. So you maybe have even attracted things for you to work on that, for you to not care, just bluntly not care. And don't invite their energy into your energy. Just because they're there, it doesn't mean that you should invite them. Just because they think something doesn't mean that you should think it too, or that you should start to work on a plot to work against them, or, just drop the energy altogether as best as you can. You're practicing this right now. It's something coming full circle. There's a circle around you. And it's you on a personal level, and it's you on a spiritual level. This is like your higher self. And you're holding everything up now. It's like nothing is too big in your life anymore. Nothing is too hard, too tough, too much of a conflict, too draining, too lacking. There's just nothing that you cannot do or deal with anymore. You've reached this place, and you're so strong, Leo. Sometimes you don't feel it. Sometimes it's like you forget, but still in the midst of you forgetting, you still know. Like you're too awakened at this stage in your life. And so it's not like you're maybe for 1 minute or two, but then you're back on track. And with back on track, I don't mean you're fully happy, you're fully excited, fully energized. But in your mental state, you already know, give me half a day or give me 2 days and I'll be back on my feet. And I know what I started before I came into this heavier energy. And this heavy energy actually just makes me ask even more about clarity and what I want, and the people coming into my life who sort of bring stuff, which they do on that lower level. When you get there, they're, it's like opening a door to the lower energy, and ta-da, and here they are for you to only work on, for you to just say, oh, wait, I'm just going to shut that door again and just rise again. And that's what you're doing. You're practicing your spiritual self through healing. It's a lot of green here. And healing could imply that something's broken, but this is rather whole. It's unconditional love. It's not the romantic, pink, fractured love. It's green, whole love. So it doesn't matter what's going on with you or somebody else. You have way more understanding, way more empathy, way more love respect even than you've probably ever had. And then we're shifting energy. So for the upcoming 2 weeks, something is going to happen. For the longest time, you felt like it was this 8 and 9, 8 and 9. Yeah, I'm working on my spiritual self. Yeah, I don't know what that really will lead to, and it's not supposed to lead to anything. It's supposed to be about the journey. It's supposed to, all of that. And then all of a sudden, during these upcoming 2 weeks, material harvest, yet another 9. So we have still unconditional love. You're practicing it. It's like you doing meditation for a week, or you following this program, or you exercising in a way that you haven't done before. You just shifting your mindset, or just leaving something or somebody out of your system altogether. What a week will do for you will astound you. I feel like I talk with so loose ends here, with nothing like this is the thing and that's gonna happen and when and blah blah blah. It's like it's so loose and general and spiritual and vibrational, and you just sort of got to deal with the fact that you don't see any physical evidence. You just have to trust. And I know sometimes you hate that. And it's the number 9. It's the sun is out again. The sun has come like behind you. The foundation is there, and it's material harvest. This is material harvest. And it's like all of a sudden, it just fell in your lap. The foundation is there again. You recognize yourself. Not only do you recognize yourself, you stepped up such a level. In these upcoming 2 weeks, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I just know that there's going to be a shift for you. And the shift probably is between spiritual and physical. Like the spiritual or vibrational will come to some form of physical. But it can also mean that you're just on a spiritual level, you're just getting it. It's like all of a sudden you connect so much to your inner being, to your higher self, that there's no question about anything else around you anymore. You're just sort of in your perfect right fire element with the sun in your back, and it's like something will be given to you where you get to practice your unconditional love and having that power. I mean, a lot of people probably would say, I'd rather not attract those situations where I feel like I have to fight with my patience or fight with my unconditional love, or really try to stay humble or stay in my center because something that upsetting is happening. You rather want that to happen and just realize that, oh my God, that happened, or this person said this, and I was unshakable. I was so clear in my alignment. I was so in tune with myself that it just, it didn't bother me. The feeling of power that you feel then, it's like you can step outside of the house, of the safety, of the comfort zone, and you can do literally anything, because you know now that whatever gets thrown at you doesn't bother your energy. That's freaking awesome, Leo. And we're in the 23rd minute. So we have 899. So it's all about something eternal, something really, really yummy is being created right now. You're in this path right now, which is gorgeous. I get that you are a bit maybe out of sorts, but you're finding your way back there. And when you do, oh my goodness. And there's something about being like listening to some more parts of you that is unconditional. And we have two endings, guys. And even though I put them together, we have 2 9s, is 99 on the table. 9 plus 9 equals 18. And if you add up 8 and 1, we'll still get another 9. So it's like, it's something ending and we're moving into something brand new. Okay? I hope it helps. I hope it uplifts you. Just be patient with yourself. Just have a bit of a lousy day if you want to, or 2. And then you just get into that powerhouse energy. Goodness. Take care, Leo. I hope to see you back in a week for your love reading. Okay? Bye.